Welcome to the Daily News Nugget Recap. This is a recap from today's live broadcast from the show that brings you the latest headlines that impact the Kid Broker's current and potential future stocks. You can tweet the show at Kid Brokers or shoot us an email. It's dnn@kidbrokers.com. But the best way to interact with the show is to send them a message during the live broadcast. Overwatch. Overwatch got the award for Game of the Year 2017 at the Game Developers Choice Award. So Overwatch is published by Activision. We own Activision. We're very bullish on Activision. Overwatch is a game that I played the beta, and it was absolutely fantastic game. I thought it was a very unique take for a shooter. It was a breath of fresh air, and I really looked forward to playing it with my wife. I thought she could get into it with playing the different characters. It's a little bit more, I don't want to say easy, but I think she would have an easier time with it than she does with Call of Duty playing online. She gets shot a lot in that and gets very frustrated. But Overwatch is a different game where the different characters, you can use a different strategy of when you're playing, and some can be support, etc. when you're playing with them. So I could not wait to get that and play with her split screen, but they did not offer split screen in it. So we never bought it, and we decided to pass on it because we couldn't play on the couch together split screen. So I still think Overwatch is a great game, and it's always up there on Twitch with number of people playing it. So it's a very strong property that Activision has, and I could see this starting to release every few years, and then building. I don't know if it'll be a $1 billion franchise for them, but it could be a pretty good size one. They've already got several $1 billion franchises, and that's why we buy Activision stock, because they are fantastic at building these properties up, and they've got quite the pool of ones that are big money makers. We're talking Warcraft, Call of Duty, Destiny. They have the biggest titles out there, and that's not going to stop anytime soon. But one of the areas where they have fallen flat on their face is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, particularly the zombies mode. I thought it was a little refreshing, the new zombie mode that they have. It's not as serious as the normal Treyarch zombies, and looking back, it may have gotten people zombied out a little bit. There's a big zombie community out there where YouTubers, they figure out the Easter eggs together and they play together, and they do a lot of streams. It seems to be in a little bit of a lull. Not as much hype behind the Infinite Warfare zombies, and they're not saying that it's a bad mode per se, but it's not as good as Treyarch's, and I don't know. I think it's too much zombies for too long, back-to-back-to-back zombies. Treyarch, they do very well at what they do, and I liked it when they were doing the aliens and something different completely. That was just my opinion, because Treyarch would do so many zombie maps, and you had so many offerings. This may be overkill. But the big reason where Call of Duty Zombie is falling on its face, for me in particular, and I know there's a lot of people in this boat, is the bugs, and it wasn't a very polished game. And the biggest bug is the split screen players not earning the keys. Okay? I am not alone in that. One of the reasons why I like zombies is because I get to play it with my wife, because the two of us can play in split screen and we have a lot of fun. But now I'm not getting to play as much because she doesn't earn keys when we're playing. So, and this bug has been there since day one. It shouldn't have been a bug since day one, but it has been. And it's not fixed yet. So, to me, that's a big problem. And Activision needs to look at this and not allow it for that studio to produce a game with as many flaws as it had. I don't know. Infinity Ward they usually make a pretty good game, but I think Treyarch beat them out this round big time, and it needs a lot of work. It's very surprising, one, how quickly this fell out of the top Twitch streams, and again, these bugs that they're just not getting patched. It's a fun game, fun mode. The multiplayer is alright. It's just more Call of Duty, and I think this is one Call of Duty that I'm not going to get my money's worth out of. When I get a video game, you generally want to get it down to you're paying a couple of bucks per hour of enjoyment. I can tell you Zelda, it's easily going to be $1 or lower. I'm going to put 100 hours plus in Zelda. Easily. Black Ops 2, I shudder to think how many hours I put in Black Ops 2. Definitely worth every penny. Infinite Warfare, it's just not there for me, and I wouldn't call it an overall dud. I think it has some flaws. There's a little bit of zombie burnout, and it's going up against Breath of the Wild, so it's going to be collecting dust while I play Breath of the Wild. So it'll be a while before we revisit Call of Duty Zombies. I might check out the DLCs as they come in, but so far, the bugs, and it's just zombie burnout. They're losing out to Zelda, but we are still very bullish on Activision. We love Activision's games, love them as a company. We're going to keep buying them up, definitely. That's it for this recap. We hope you enjoyed it. Please give us a thumbs up if you did, and we welcome your feedback. And be sure to subscribe so you're first to get all of the investment news for gamers. And be sure to take a look at our other videos we're uploading this week. Got a lot of Breath of the Wild, and the Kid Brokers will be playing some video games. Thanks for watching.